because it was during the overnight hours of like 2 a.m. I was watching this streamer called Gala. I forgot the rest of her name. I just know the first part of her name has Gala in it. I'm not that familiar with this streamer, but for context, she is the girlfriend of bro Canadian, aka Troy. A Siege pro leaguer, well, retired Siege pro leaguer. So I was watching her stream, and it went the way that you would that you think a female streamer would go who plays a game like R6. So she's playing R6. She's having a rough night. It's not going well. She's a lot of losing happening, and when people lose games, you get frustrated. So she's getting frustrated, and her teammates aren't very good, and they're not doing things the way that you normally would for Siege. And so her chat's reacting, not like everyone in chat, just some select individuals in chat are reacting to it in a way to where it got me annoyed. They have me pissed off, and like my first thought watching her stream, this first time watching her streams, I'm like, yeah, this is actually someone who I might start watching a lot now, because like she gave off a very good vibe. I'm a very vibe person when it comes to me and streams that I watch. I say this a lot. I don't watch streams based on the game that someone's playing. I watch based off the streamer, the vibe that they give off, their personality, their charisma, things like that. So I'm getting off a very good vibe from her, and a very familiar one. She reminded me of myself, but also she reminded me of Intero. Those watch the stream often, you know exactly where this is going. So while some people in her chat are being toxic and saying dumb shit to her, like there was one guy who legit said, "You're so beautiful until you opened your mouth." Okay? Like that was his actual words in chat. "You're so beautiful until you opened your mouth," someone told her. And like, so she went on a rant, she went off, and I'm like, yeah, I'm loving this right now. Not that some jackass said some stupid shit in her chat, but she's not holding back. She's being blunt. She's being honest. She's letting everyone know exactly how she feels, how she thinks, to every single thing that someone says in chat that's not positive. And I like that. So like when Taro, he calls people out. I'll tell you right now, I don't give a fuck about streamers who try to like hide who they are. I don't like streamers who, sit here and cater to toxic behavior and enables toxic behavior, and will have a cowardice mindset towards any kind of conversation happening in a freaking chat. If someone's being toxic in chat, they basically bend the knee to entitle sack of shit that's in their freaking chat. No, not in Tarot, not Gala. There's a lot of streamers who don't care. They will freaking go clap back at you for the things that you say. But I was just getting heated because you're saying like some of the dumbest shit, and it's like there's a reason why I watch who I watch. There's a reason why I'm drawn to who I watch, and it has a lot to do with the fact that they're actual fucking gamers and not people who are casuals when it comes to playing video games. When it comes to Gala, she is not a casual at all. She's a hardcore Siege player. The first time I watched her stream, but I got it like from the second I started watching to the time her stream ended. She's a hardcore Siege player, and she was getting it in, and she's a solo. She plays solo. Could she play in a 5-stack? Yes, she talked about that the entire time, that she could easily play in a 5-stack, easy. She doesn't want to though, and it reminded me of myself, because for those who been here long enough watching play Siege, I solo queued a lot, and a lot of that was because I found solo queuing to be more of a challenge than playing with friends or doing it in LFG. It's easy as hell to win games of Siege when you're in a stack. It's easy as hell to win Siege when you have all those comms and whatnot. The challenge of playing Siege is when you're by yourself and you don't have those dependable comms. And so, in solo queue, if you play 10 games, 6 of those 10 games are going to be people who don't have any, aren't even like bothering trying to communicate. They're just doing their own thing. And you get like 2, maybe 3 games, 4 games at best of people actually trying to communicate and trying to win games. So she's just going through the struggles of solo queuing, and like her chat just being disgusting about it. And it's just, it sucks. And it all it reminds me of is that when it comes to just the internet itself, is the being able to be anonymous on the internet just allows for so much. That is why he would have the confidence to say the things that the people were saying in her chat. Again, there's a lot of being said in her chat that was pretty bad, but the one that I remember like just right there ingrained in my head, it was that when someone said, "You were so beautiful until you opened your mouth." The reason he said something like that because he could, and the reason why he can say it is because his name's not his real name. His picture's not his real picture. His friends aren't going to know he said some dumb shit like that. Neither will his family, or if he has a significant other, whatever. And the thing about it is, people react to people have this thought process when it comes to female streamers. There's two types. You can't put all female streamers all under one umbrella. There's more than one. You have your female gamer, which are the mass majority, the ones who are actually playing video games on Twitch, playing League of Legends, playing Siege and Overwatch, whatever, actually playing games. Then you have your e-girls who are gamer girls that they're in that umbrella where they mostly do just chatting, nothing else. It's all about them, their physique, how they look, things like that, and not about anything gaming related, but they'll play a game every now and then because they want to draw in gamers. So how people react to those two categories is different. A guy who in a chat room will always be the typical drooling from the mouth to toe, sexist, just disgusting, hard on guy watching booby streamers. Then there's guys, those same guys who go to like people like College Stream and just be disgusting, talk shit, toxic, and they think that it's okay. It's like, so it pissed me off. It pissed me off seeing that, because I know for a fact that those are the kind of comments that get people. When you're having a rough day, when you're having a rough night, having rough sessions in a game, and then people in your chat are making it seem like it's your fucking fault and telling you that you shouldn't even talk because you're attractive, so you should just keep your mouth closed and play video games. And it's the whole shut up and dribble mindset. I wasn't even heard of shut up and dribble. LeBron James, one of the most polarized people in all sports. Everyone knows the name LeBron James. He's just that big of a deal. He'll talk about some political things, and someone on Fox News said, "Shut up and dribble." Basically, don't talk, don't have an opinion, don't do anything other than do your job, dribble the ball. Just, I feel like that's kind of the same thing when it comes to a guy telling a female, "You're so beautiful until you opened your mouth." Basically telling her, just be pretty, don't talk. There's someone else there who's saying that that she doesn't have a real job because she's a streamer, and basically denouncing her entirely. It was just nonsense. And it's unfortunate because we're never going to get to a point where it's not like that. Mostly because a lot of it is fucking enabled by friends. Everyone, I won't say everyone, but a lot of people have friends or know someone who will be capable of saying some things like that and just don't care. People have a community on this very platform, and they allow immature behavior, toxic behavior, and they write it off as just, oh, you're just a kid, you're 16 years old, you don't know better. It gets written off. They're enabling people to act the way they act on this fucking platform. And when it comes to enabling shit, guess what? That means anything that person says is kind of your own fault, because you don't have the freaking balls to tell them to freaking stop saying shit like that. It's ridiculous. And you can look at it as any way you want when it comes to the things that I say on my stream. You can see it as, kissing Intero's ass, or kissing Gala's ass, or kissing Pingu's ass, or kissing this person's ass. I don't kiss anyone's ass. I say what I want. People like it, they like it, they don't, they don't. I live the way I live my life. Now, let me be frank right now. I don't do anything with the thought process of impressing another person. I don't care who does and who doesn't like me. I don't care who does or who doesn't hate me. Life is short. It can all end like that. So who gives a fuck if someone, has anything against me? I might even know who they are tomorrow. I might even know they exist in 10 years. Who cares? I'm not the kind of person who lets anyone dictate me. When I sit here and say I'm the most honest person y'all ever fucking meet, I'm always honest. I don't fucking lie. That's not something that I say because I want people to like me. That's something I say because I want to fit in. I don't give a shit about fitting in. I don't like everybody. There's a saying. Why should you want people to like? Why would you want everyone to like you if you don't like everybody? I don't like everybody, so I don't give a fuck who likes me. I don't give a fuck who doesn't like me. No, I don't do archery because I want to be cool. I want to fit in. I want friends. No, I didn't get a fucking guitar because I want to fit in. I want to be cool and all this shit. No, I'm not an honest person because I want people to like me and want to be cool. None of that shit fucking applies. So anyone who sits there and think that that might be a thought process, just a little bit of thought process in their head that, you know, I'm the way that I am because I want friends, I want people to like me, I want people to watch my streams, I want people to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, whatever. No, nothing about me is dictated by any of this. Nothing about me is dictated by anybody who I know. I don't care. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. If you like my content, you like my content. If you don't, you don't. I don't give a shit. And this really, like, I was gonna make that like a post a long time ago that I just don't care. I do not give a shit. I don't care what people feel about that. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care what thought process anyone has towards that comment. I don't care. And I'm not going to. I don't do anything for anyone else's, you know, benefit. I don't care. You know, I am who I am. If people don't like who I am, okay. I'll let you know if I give a shit. I don't. You know, there's a joke from Kevin Hart about how he feels like people are waiting for him to give a fuck. He just doesn't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to give a fuck. I'm old. I'm 29 years old. I'm way beyond the years of wanting everyone to fucking like me. This is in high school. I don't give a shit. I don't. Sorry, not sorry. If it kills my content creation, it kills my content creation. Still gonna be whoever the fuck I am. I'm not gonna change just because I can get an extra viewer. I'm not gonna change to get an extra follower. You know, I don't do anything with the thought process of this is gonna get people to like me. I don't care. So you see like my tweets and shit, you see me say that I don't lie and I'm a very honest person. It's all I believe in. It's not a front to get people to like me. I don't give a fuck. I am who I am for myself, not for anybody else. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to inspire other people to be like me or anything like that. I'm just me. I'm one dude on a planet filled with other people. There's 8.3 billion people on this freaking planet. This planet's over fucking run. There's so many people. It's not big enough for all these people. It's not enough resources. I'm just one person on this shit. And this is just one fucking planet in one fucking system. One freaking planet that's literally freaking one of trillions. There's more galaxies in the universe than grains of sand on this planet. This planet doesn't mean shit. Carl Sagan once said that Earth is just a pale blue dot when you get farther enough from it. If you get farther than that, it's just a dot. In the grand scheme of things, none of this shit fucking matters. I don't matter. You don't matter. No one fucking... Everyone's just here until you're not. So, I don't give a shit. All I care about is my health. Yeah, what up, you know? Hope you're having a good ass day, my dude. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good ass day. Feeling good, looking goodish, feeling good, and all that good stuff. You know, you know the routine. Yeah, I don't care. Like, Zach is my boy. We've been friends since high school. I don't do shit to freaking impress Inu. Vacation chilling. Not a damn thing. I don't do shit to impress Inu. He doesn't do anything to impress me. He doesn't have to. I don't give a fuck. Nothing I do to impress anybody. I'm not trying to impress a single fucking soul. Biggest shit talker, you know? It's just like people think I'm overconfident and cocky. I'm not. I just don't care. I'm not going to like beat my head over anything for nothing. I'm not scared of anybody. I'm like, what do you want me to freaking say? I'm always gonna be honest. I'm going to talk shit because I don't care. I'm not scared of anybody. I don't do anything to impress anybody. I just be myself. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I don't do anything for the pleasure of other people. Said, I'm an acquired taste. I've always said that. I say it as a joke, but I'm just a very blunt person. I'm a very honest person, and again, I don't say I don't lie just to freaking be cool. I just don't. I don't care. There's a reason for me not to lie? No, I just don't lie because I don't lie. I don't care. I don't see a valuable reason to tell a lie. I have nothing to gain, nothing to lose. What will I gain from telling a lie? You get 2 extra viewers? 3 extra viewers? He's the head writer, we can be sure he's not teasing the scene with himself. We're gonna break 3 extra viewers compared to what, 2? That's 5. Congrats. But I get like, if I tell a lie, will I get like 3 more followers on Twitter? Will I get like 10 more followers on Instagram? Like where's the gain? I don't view any of that as a gain. Because none of that is here. People see how you talk to your friends. They see how you talk to not really how you talk to, but just how you associate with people, and they just that's their thought of you as a person, how they see you react towards your friends. So some people don't know, when it comes to like your closest friends, you joke around a lot, you make jokes, you pick on each other, you bully each other essentially. And some people don't know that y'all have that kind of like friendship, so they just assume that you're just being a mean person. There's a lot of people within like this general community, aka the Yukio community, you know, in all those who, you know, are former or, you know, within that community itself, who kind of just think that I'm a mean person because the way I joke around with Inu, the way I joke around with freaking with Andrew, the way I joke around in Raccoon stream, the way I joke around when it comes to like CJ and Potato, it's like that. People just, they think that because I talk to them the way I talk to them, I'm just a mean person. And I hate that thought process that people think they don't even know you, but they have a thought of you. That to me is weird. I mean, so that's a weird thing for humans to like to get to. You know, having a thought of you without actually knowing you, hear what other people say, but without, you know, factoring in you actually talking to who they're talking about. You can't trust anybody in this shit. A lot of there's so many snakes in this freaking this content creation business, so to speak. And by snakes I mean people who, you know, they'll smile in your face, but behind your back,
I think I forgot how to walk.
Ain't a pretty sight. A lot of snakes. And that's why I'm the way that I am. That's why I'm as blunt as I fucking am. That's why I don't bullshit around. That's why like I believe in this non-stop honesty, because that's just who I am and what I am. I'm not one of these fucking people. You know, I'm not going to change who I am for an extra view. I'm not going to freaking, you know, talk about eating behind his back for an extra fucking view. I'm not going to throw someone under the bus to try to get, you know, get into good graces with another person. I don't give a shit. I have all the friends that I need. I don't need to make new ones by throwing the ones I have under the bus. I will never, I repeat, never dictate who I am as a person, what hobbies I do or don't do, what games I do or don't play, what kind of content I do or don't create based on anyone other than myself. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to, you know, use my hobbies as an advantage to, you know, get dates or get laid or things like that. I'm not trying to impress anybody. Not one bit. Not the heart of it was when we talked about Gala, who's a R6 streamer, and she was going through some shit. then it bled into me like talking about myself. But I've always had that thought process, like the thought of like mentioning that nothing that I do is for anyone other than myself. Because I do feel like people think it's a joke or a way to try to like gain friends when I tell people that, you know, I don't lie. I'm always honest. Like people take it as a freaking joke and think that I'm doing it to like make friends, or you know, it's a front in some way. There's an agenda behind it. It's like, nah.
This one's fine.
I am the way that I am for myself, not for anybody. There's no girl who I'm trying to impress. My archery has nothing to do with anybody other than myself. You know, me learning to play guitar and nothing to do with anyone other than the fact that Raccoon inspired me to play guitar. I've always had a guitar. I've always tried to learn how to play, but I stopped for a long time. More and more I saw Raccoon in 21 playing guitar, it inspired me to get back into something that I stopped doing. But it's not to impress them or anybody else, which is why no one has ever freaking hurt me freaking, you know, practice. If I lose friends because of how honest I am, I lose friends because of how honest I am. It has happened a lot, trust me. I have lost a lot of friends, but I've also gained a lot of friends. I'm just me. And I've said it for like years that I believe in three things that comes to me: honesty, sarcasm, and you know, just humor. When I say things in Enu's stream, it's just me and Enu joking around. If Enu comes to my stream and he says some shit, it's just me and him joking around. People shouldn't take any kind of like, shouldn't take it out of context. People shouldn't take how I talk to Enu or how I talk to anybody as, you know, being serious and you know, being mean. I assure you, there's a lot of people on this planet who know me in private, and they will swear to you that I'm the biggest fucking sweetheart. People who know me know that I'm a fucking nice ass person. But you wouldn't get that thought process. People who view my streams or see me in Andrew's stream or Enu's stream, and be like, oh, this guy's mean. This guy's an asshole. They don't know me. They just know that I joke around with Enu a lot. They know that I joke around with Raccoon a lot. They know that I joke around with Andrew a lot. Like I remember this happened to Raccoon's stream. This is like, I want to say 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. Vontia had made a joke, and I had made a joke in response to Vontia, but somebody else, you know, they didn't know that it was a fucking joke, and so like Vontia was like, Andrew, you're being so mean with the Kappa emote. I know Vontia is making a joke. My response to Vontia was a joke. Raccoon knows we're joking around, but this person, he's like, oh, Angel's always mean, and my brain, I'm going, I don't even know you. How are you making a comment about me? I don't even know you. We have little to no interaction. You spend most of your time in the stream that I never watch.
Taking a walk on the wild side?
Nothing like nature in the middle of nowhere.
And that's what grinds my gears. People who think they have a thought of you who don't even know you. And their thought comes from like what they heard from another person or from or other people.
Imperials above us! Thanks.
Which is believable because the stream that he comes from is a very believable location to where a lot of things probably get said about me behind my back in those streams, and I know they do because I've literally walked in on those streams where I was being talked about, but they just didn't use my name. But I was pretty clear on who they're talking about. Which I don't care. Nothing hurts my feelings. I'm like Eminem in a sense where
Looks like we can climb up these ladders.
so no one can freaking like, you know, hurt my feelings. But you know, people can't hurt my feelings doesn't mean I won't defend myself when anyone freaking tries to say any bullshit involving me. I'm just very blunt. People take my bluntness and my aggression when I'm blunt as me being a mean person. But again, I'd rather be the blunt person who people think is mean, but not actually being mean, than being a snake to people who tries to be nice to people. You know, who's all rainbows and roses in front of your face, but behind your back is a fucking straight up viper.
Well, guess we'll let Holly know about this.
I know people who are like that. Multiple people who are like that. Multiple people who will sit and preach positivity on freaking social media, but behind closed doors, straight up vipers. Social media. A lot of vipers on freaking Twitch. Get mouse a truck, let's go. Yeah, I just got it like last time I was playing on stream. Vipers. You have to be careful as fuck with who you associate with in life in general. It's always been that way, but even more so nowadays because all this shit's recorded. All this shit is like out there in the open, and everyone's talking to everybody.
What was that?
My apologies.
Like these fuckers are just blind. I have a very small circle because I just don't trust people. Oh my god, an iron giant. We just got in a car. I don't trust people at all. This is like the last comment I'll make on the whole rant thing. There's a saying that some people may be in your circle, but they're not in your corner.
Everything in order.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Think about it. We just dealt with an iron giant and another one fucking pops the fuck up.